What is going on, YouTube? Thanks for tuning into another video. I know it's been a while, but wanted to come at you with a quick video about taxes. So if you've been following my journey, you know I've been an entrepreneur officially for about a year or a little bit over a year. And this most recent couple of months here, I had to focus on doing my taxes, which has always been something that has been relatively easy for me as an employee, right? We have tools like TurboTax, or you're typically receiving like one W-2, one W-4 from an employer, and taxes are pretty straightforward. However, when you're an entrepreneur, when you're a business owner, when you have a lot of different income streams coming from different clients, different bank accounts, we also have a lot of expenses as a business owner. So this tax season was actually very stressful. But I hope to just share my journey, my experience, some of the tools that I've been using that have been instrumental in not only bookkeeping, but it helped make my taxes a hell of a lot easier. And I hope to relay this information to any other entrepreneur out there who is looking to organize their books, organize their financials. I'm no perfect example by any means, and I'll share a little bit more about it later in this video. But again, hope to just share my experience here, and thanks for watching. Let's get into it. So again, as I kind of alluded to earlier, taxes tend to be a little bit easier when you're an employee, right? You typically have one employer, one salary, one income coming in, unless you have multiple jobs or like side hustles. But for the most part, when you are an employee, taxes are easier. Your employer takes out your taxes, and typically at the end of the year, you get a tax refund, which is money back into your bank that was withheld over the course of the year. So when you're a business owner, you're not typically taxing your clients. And so the money that you receive from clients, from invoices, you almost have to set a side of that away for taxes. And I'll explain this a little bit further, but I have a couple of tips here. First tip for early stage entrepreneurs is to really refine what kind of business that you are. And what I mean is your business classification. Are you an S-Corp? Are you an LLC? Are you a sole proprietor? Getting a fundamental understanding of what your business is going to be classified from a tax perspective is so helpful. When I started my first business, which was a recruitment agency, unfortunately, when I was setting up that LLC, I used LegalZoom. I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. I was so concerned about just getting it started up that I ended up making a few errors as far as the classification of my business, which was informed by my current tax professional that helped me with my taxes this year. And so I really just urge anyone out there that's getting started or very early into this stage is to really fundamentally get an idea of how your business is going to be classified. Are you a sole proprietor? Are you a partner, right? Do you have a partner that has equity in the business? All of these little details are extremely important because that determines how you are going to be taxed, how you pay yourself. When you're a sole proprietor, you are essentially self-employed. So any money that gets withdrawn from the business is taxed at self-employment. Whereas if you are an S-Corp, you actually pay yourself a salary. So taxes are withdrawn from your paycheck from your business, right? And so these are distinctual differences that determine how you pay yourself and ultimately how you are taxed. So please, 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 do that correctly. Spend some time, talk to some people. It's very important. My second tip here is to make sure that you have bookkeeping tools. If you were to ask a business owner 10, 20 years ago, it would have been all on pen and paper. But luckily for us early entrepreneurs of this modern digital decade, there's a lot of tools out there for us. I use a tool, and I can't recommend this tool enough. WaveApps is an invoicing bookkeeping tool that I've been using since I started my business. In fact, I initially used WaveApps as an invoicing tool. I just found out that they offer bookkeeping services and tax services, which I'll touch upon later in this video. But the bookkeeping and the invoicing tool is phenomenal. You can create invoice templates. You can send automated reminder emails. Clients can pay invoices through the actual cloud link. So again, when you send an invoice to a client, they'll receive an email. They can pay by credit card. They'll get digital invoices, digital receipts. They'll get reminders if they don't pay on time, which is essential for agency founders, right? And so I found that not only is this a good customer experience, but again, it automates a lot of the things that you don't even think of, right? Like reminders for late payments. It syncs with your books, right? So any money coming into the business, you can be rest assured that it's going to be accounted for properly, that there's a digital trail of all of these online transactions. And so again, I can't recommend WaveApps enough from an invoicing standpoint, but I also found out about their upcoming or their recent bookkeeping feature. So for about $1,500 a year, you actually get assigned someone who is responsible for bookkeeping. Again, you have a dedicated tax professional that's working on your business, that has monthly review calls with you to go over specific transactions, going through your books, going through your like profit and loss, right? Which is essential. And I think for $1,500, I think it's going to give you peace of mind. It's going to save you time. And it's also going to have someone who's working on your books exclusively, right? Another set of eyes in case anything happens or you have any questions. So please consider investing in some of these tools. I know that there's a lot of pushback between entrepreneurs investing in tools that cost money, right? Like, I'm an early stage founder. I don't have the funds to be investing in tools, right? Which I completely understand, right? Like as a small startup myself, I understand that we don't have large access to cash. But with that being said, spend a little money to make a little money, right? Spend money to make your life easier. Spend money to save you time, because if you can save yourself time to speak with another client or spend more time on a project that is a big ticket item that you need to, push through to the finish line, that is what's important, not you sending out paper invoices, manually following up with people. So if you think about what your time is worth as an entrepreneur, as a founder, investing in some of these tools is a no-brainer. And last but not least, something that I love about WaveApps is, well, they partner with H&R Block. And it was interesting when I was talking to my tax accountant this year, he mentioned that H&R Block is starting to recommend that their clients, aka business owners, use WaveApps, because it makes life easier for not only the business owner, but the actual accountant that is going to be able to review all of these digital transactions. With WaveApps, you can sync credit cards, so all of your expenses related to the business are synced with your bookkeeping, right? And so if we think about how technology is really automating and simplifying and streamlining a lot of things that if I were a business owner 10, 15, 20 years ago and I didn't have anything set up, I would have been screwed. I would have been utterly screwed. And so luckily WaveApps saved my life. When I was talking to the H&R Block tax accountant, I was his first client that used WaveApps. And so he is actually going to recommend that all of his clients moving forward use WaveApps, right? What a concept there. And so again, taxes are really important. You want to make sure that you're organized on the financial level, not only from a legal standpoint, but it's going to give you more insights on where you're spending a lot of money as a business owner, where there's opportunities to cut costs, or again, just giving you data. Where are you spending money in your business? Where can you cut costs? Where can you make smarter decisions from a business standpoint? And WaveApps has been essential in that, and I want to say thank you so much to the team at WaveApps for being awesome, for being supportive, as well as the team at H&R Block for getting my taxes done. This is something that is new for me. I always hated accounting class in high school, and I never paid attention. And when I was doing my taxes, it was very, very stressful. And these tools and these people, these companies really helped me out, and I know that it might be able to help you guys out as well. So thanks for tuning into this video. If you have any questions about WaveApps, H&R Block, taxes, I'm happy to help. Of course, I'm no tax professional, but at least I could help point you in the right direction. I'm going to leave some links down below as far as if you want to sign up for WaveApps, if you want to check it out. Again, it's a free invoicing tool. It has been essential for me, and I love using it. And I think from an agency perspective, right, like it looks cool when clients get an email with my logo on it and they can pay directly email. And so when I think about customer experience, when I think about just streamlining and automating and simplifying the tasks that could take a ton of my time, WaveApps is essential. So thanks again for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed anything so far, if you're interested in learning more or have any questions or suggestions for future content, let me know down below, and I appreciate your time, and thanks for sticking around.